Question number 5 is, see in the book, arrange the ratios 3:5, 2:7 and 4:15 in ascending order. Students, 3:5 can be written as 3/5, 2:7 can be written as 2/7, 4:15 can be written as 4/15. First we will find this LCM of this 5, 7 and 15 here. LCM is 105. We will write 105 here. Then divide this 105, this LCM, by this denominator 5. See here, 105 divided by 5. 5 2 is 10, then 5, 5 1 is 5. We get quotient as 21. Now this quotient multiply this numerator. So 21 multiply by 3, comma. Again divide this 105 by this 7. We get 15. Then 15 multiplied by 2. Again this 105 divided by this 15. We get 7. 15 7 is 105. Then 7 multiply this numerator 4. Now 21 3 is 63. 15 2 is 30. 7 4 is 28 upon this 105. Write these three fractions separately. Then if we write it in the increasing order or in ascending order, first we write the smallest one. Then 28 upon 105, 30 upon 105, because here 28 is the smallest fraction. Then 30 upon 105, then largest one is 63 upon 105. 28 upon 105 means 4 upon 15. Then 30 upon 105 means 2 upon 7. And 63 upon 105 means 3 upon 5. So 4:15 is the smallest one. Then 2:7. Then 3:5 is the greatest. Question number 6. Student, question number 6 we will do in the last. Come to question number 7. Question number 7 is, the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2, 1/3, 1/2, ratio 1/3, ratio 1/5. Then find the angles. So see here, ratio of the angles of a triangle is given 1/2, ratio 1/3, ratio 1/6. Again we will change this fractional form into simple form. How? We will find the LCM of 2, 3 and 6. Then LCM is 6. Clear? Now LCM is 6. Then students, what will we do? We will use another method. We will multiply these three ratios by 6. 1/2 into 6. Ratio 1/3 into 6. Ratio 1/6 into 6. We will multiply all these three ratios by their LCM. Then 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6, 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6, 6 1 is 6, 6 1 is 6. Then 3 1 is 3, ratio 2 1 is 2, ratio 1 1 is 1. Therefore, ratio of the angles of the triangle will be 3:2:1. Now we will add these three ratios. Ratio addition is equal 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal 6. Sum of the three angles of a triangle. We know sum of the three angles of a triangle is always 180. So measurement of the first angle. What will be the measurement of the first angle? What is the ratio of first angle? It is 3. And what is the ratio addition? It is 6. So 3 upon this 6 into this 180. 6 1 is 6, 6 3 is 18, 0. Then 33 is 90. So measurement of the first angle is equal 90. Similarly, we will find second angle or third angle. Measurement of the second angle. What is the ratio of second angle? It is 2. So 2 upon this 6 total. Ratio addition 6. So 2 upon 6 multiply again 180. 6 1 is 6, 6 3 is 18, 0. 32 is 60. Then measurement of the third angle will be this 1 upon this 6 into 180. 6 1 ja 6, 6 3 ja 18, 0. 31 ja 30. So these three are the measurement of the first, second and third angle. This is question number 7. Then question number 8. Question number 8 is, for a price distribution rupees 810 has to be divided among the first, second and third prize winners in the ratio 4:3:2. Find the share of each winner. So ratio of money among the first, second and third winner is given 4:3:2. Now again we will find the ratio addition. It will be 4 plus 3 plus 2. 4 plus 3 plus 2 is equal 9. And money which we have to divide, it is rupees 810. So money to be divided is rupees 810. Therefore the share of the first winner will be, what is the ratio of the first winner? It is 4 out of 9. Ratio addition is 9. So the share of the first winner will be 4 upon 9 of this total money, rupees 810. Then 4 upon 9 into 810. 9 1 ja 9, 9 9 ja 81, 0. Then multiply, 4 multiply 90 is 360 rupees. In the same way, we will find share of the second winner will be, what is the share ratio of second winner? It is 3 out of this 9. So 3 upon 9 of 810. 3 upon 9 multiply 810. 9 1 ja 9, 9 9 ja 81, 0. Then 3 multiply 90 is rupees 270. Then the share of the third winner will be, what is the ratio of third winner? It is 2. So 2 upon 9 of rupees 810. 2 upon 9 multiply 810. 9 1 ja 9, 9 9 ja 81, 0. 2 9 ja 18. So 180. So share of first winner is rupees 360. Share of second winner is rupees 270 and share of the third winner is rupees 180. Clear? Come to question number 9. Question number 9 is, see in the book, the price of an article increases every year in the ratio 4:5. If the price in 2018 is rupees 128, find the price in 2019. What is given? Price of an article increases every year in the ratio 4:5. If the price in 2018 is 128, find the price in 2019. See, what we have to find out? We have to find out price in 2019. So what we have to find out? We will assume it. Let the price in 2019 is equal rupees X. Then increase ratio. See again in properties. Increase or decrease ratio is equal old value upon new value. So increase ratio is equal old price upon new price. Increase ratio is 4:5. 4:5 means 4 upon 5 equal old price. Old price means price in 2018. It is 128 rupees. New price we have assumed X rupees. So 128 upon X. Then by cross multiplication, this X multiply 4 is equal 5 multiply 128. Now this X is equal 5 multiply 128 upon this 4. 4 1 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12, 4 2 ja 8. X is equal this 5 multiply 32. It is 160. Therefore, price in 2019 was rupees 160. Question number 10. The price of a laptop decreases every year in the ratio 15:14. If the price in 2018 is rupees 30,000, find its price in 2019. Both 9th and 10th question are same. What is the difference? In question number 9, price increases. In question number 10, price decreases. Otherwise, both the questions are same. See question number 10. Let price in 2019 is rupees X. Decrease ratio is equal, again old price upon new price. Decrease ratio is given 15:14. So 15 upon 14 equal. Old price is 30,000. New price we have assumed here X. Again by cross multiplication, X multiply 15 equal 14 multiply 30,000. Then X, this X is equal 14 into 30,000 upon this 15. 15 1 is 15, 15 2 is 30. Then 30 add here. X is equal 14 multiplied 2000 means 28,000. So therefore price in 2019 equal rupees 28,000. Now students, come to question number 6. We left it earlier na. If A ratio B is equal 3:4, find A plus 2B ratio 3A plus B. See, if A ratio B is equal 3:4, we have to find the value of this one. Let A is equal 3x. Here we will take A as 3x and B as 4x. Let A is equal 3x and B is equal 4x. Then A plus 2B ratio 3A plus B. Put the value of A and B here. This is 3x. What is the value of A? A is equal 3x. So we will write in place of A 3x. Then this plus 2B. 2B means 2 multiply B means 4x. 2 multiply 4x. Then this ratio 3A. 3A means 3 multiply A. It means 3 multiply 3x plus B. Plus B means plus 4x. Now 3x plus 2 4 is 8x. Ratio 3 3 is 9x plus 4x. Then 3 plus 8 11x. Ratio 9 plus 4 13x. 11x ratio 13x means 11x upon 13x. X cancel. 11 upon 13. So A plus 2B ratio 3A plus B is equal 11:30. So students, we have completed exercise 7A today. If you have any problem or any difficulty, send me message or call me and ask from me. In the next class, we will start next exercise 7B. Student, complete this exercise 7A in your notebook timely. Do not leave any pending work as you did earlier. Okay? Thank you, students. Good afternoon, students. How are you? I hope all of you are keeping well. Students, in the previous class, I explained you about the ratio. What is ratio? What are antecedent and consequent, and some properties of ratio. We also did question number of exercise 7A. Today we will do other questions of same exercise. So let us start. Come to question number 2. In a class of 40 students, there are 25 boys. Find the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls, the number of girls to the number of boys, and C part is the number of girls to the total number of students. So students, what is the total number of students in the class? 40 students. There are 40 students. Out of 40, number of boys are 25. So see here, total number of students is equal 40. Number of boys is equal 25. First we will find number of girls. Number of girls is equal 40 minus 25. It is 15. In A part, we have to find number of boys to the number of girls. So first we will write number of boys in the numerator and number of girls in the denominator. Number of boys upon number of girls. Number of boys is 25 and number of girls is 15. Simplify it. 5 1 ja 5 5 ja 25 and 5 3 ja 15. So what is the ratio? 5:3. Students, be careful when you find the ratio. If you write number of girls in numerator and number of boys in denominator, it will be totally wrong. So be careful when you write. What is given first? First it is written number of boys, then number of girls. So number of boys will be in numerator and number of girls will be in denominator. In B part, we have to find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys. Now it is reciprocal of this. So number of girls is 15, number of boys is 25. Again simplify it. 5 3 ja 15, 5 5 ja 25. This time ratio is 3:5. Both the questions, both the parts are different. Here first number of boys, then number of girls. Here first number of girls, then number of boys. Here answer is 5:3 and here answer is 3:5. Both the answers are different. Now C part is we have to find ratio number of girls to the total number of students. So number of girls upon total number of students. Number of girls is 15 and total number of students is 40. Simplify it again. 5 3 ja 15, 5 8 ja 40. So ratio is 3:8. Now come to next question. Question number 3. If x ratio y is equal 3:5 and y ratio z is equal 14:9, find A part is x ratio z and in B part is x ratio y ratio z. So question number 3, x ratio y is equal 3:5 and y ratio z is equal 14:9. It is given in the question. Now in first part we have to find x ratio z. So x ratio z is equal x upon z. Now we will multiply this. First we will write this x. We will multiply this x upon z by y and we will divide it also by y. As you know, I told you in the properties. See, when the numerator and denominator of a fraction are both multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number, the fraction remains the same. So, using this property, we will divide this x upon z by y and multiply by y. We will write this x upon y into y upon z. Here we are multiplying by y and dividing by y. Then x upon z is equal, value of x upon y is 3/5. This is 3/5, multiply. Value of y upon z is 14/9. 3 1 ja 3, 3 3 ja 9. Then x upon z is equal 14 1 ja 14 upon 5 3 ja 15. So x ratio z is equal 14:15. This is our answer. Next part, B part. Again x upon y is equal 3/5 and y upon z is equal 14/9. And we have to find the ratio of x ratio y ratio z. See here, in these two terms, here value of y is equal, ratio of y is equal 5 and here ratio of y is equal 14. Both the ratios are different. First we will find LCM of both the values of y, that is 5 and 14. When we will find the LCM of this 5 and 14, LCM of 5 and 14 will be 70. Then make the values of y equal to 70. After finding this LCM, we will make this and this value, both these two values, equal to 70 by multiplying. How? See here, x upon y is equal 3/5. If we multiply this 5 by 14. If we divide this 70 by this 5, we will get 14. So we will multiply 5 by 14. 14 5 is 70. So we will multiply this 3 also by 14. Then 3 upon 5 multiplied by 14 multiplied by 14. 14 3 is 42. 14 5 is 70. Now value of x upon y is equal 42 upon 70. Then y upon z. Y upon z is equal 14 upon 9. Again here value of y is this, not this. So 14, when we divide this 70 by 14, we get 5. So we will multiply this value by 5. 14 multiply 5 upon 9 multiply by 5. 14 5 is 70 upon 9 5 is 45. Now both the values of y are equal. See here, value of y is equal 70 and here also value of y is equal 70. Therefore, x ratio y ratio z is equal. Value of x is 42, value of y is equal 70 and value of z is equal 45. So x ratio y ratio z is equal to 42 ratio 70 ratio 45. Okay. After this, question number 4. Students, cut this question number 4 because there is some digit is wrong in this question and number of pens is not. We are getting as whole number. Number of pens is in fraction and number of pens cannot in fraction form. So cut this question. Question number 4. Come to question number 5.